What's up, Toy Fam, and welcome back to another episode of the Totally Cool YouTube channel. This is part 4 of our Aerialbots series, and as you can see, we were finished with Silverbolt, Skydive, and Quickslinger. Not Quicksilver, Quickslinger. Our fourth part for this would be focused on Firefly. He is another arm. Oh, I'm sorry. He's going to be another leg of Superion. So we will get into the character review and the transformation guide in a quick minute. Stay tuned and keep watching. And now we have Firefly up close and personal. And it's really nice color scheme. And if you would notice on the box art or the rendering of his alt mode, he's mostly red. But let's take a closer look. There's Firefly's face, and you might wonder, why is he Firefly? The G1 character was named Firefly before, but due to some copyright issues, pretty much like Quickslinger, they had to do some renaming. So at the box here you would see his robot mode, and pretty old box, so there's rip damage on the left side, and you see his alt mode, and it takes 9 steps to transform him from this to this, and he's supposed to be the left leg of Superion. Left leg or right leg, he's interchangeable. And again, you see the many different variations. You have Skydive, Silverbolt, Alpha Bravo, Firefly, and Drag Strip. There is one episode in, I believe, the Scramble City continuity, where one of the legs failed to attach to Superion right away, so he was replaced by a Stunticon, thus affecting the whole effectivity of the Gestalt. Now let's open him up and see what's inside. Okay, so after opening him up, we see the character card. We have Firefly. Pretty nice illustration there. Nice action pose. Although it doesn't look the same as the toy because of the red in this part, but it's still nice to have to add to your collection if you're into that. And you have Firefly's instruction manual detailing how you can, in 9 steps, transform him from robot to fighter jet. Not really a fighter jet, but he's his alt mode. And you can also have some instructions on, you also see some instructions on how to transform him from a plane to appendage or a limb of Superion. So put that aside. And in the clamshell, what's in the clamshell? We have, of course, Firefly and his blaster, and another auxiliary weapon. But if you look underneath, it looks like it could either be a hand or a foot. So this could be a hand or a foot, but upon closer inspection, you can see that looks like blaster openings, and of course the action figure Firefly. Now, Firefly is an Autobot in a subgroup Aerialbots, and his main allies are his fellow Aerialbots, of course. And he first appeared in Season 2, Episode 41, Key to Vector Sigma, pretty much like every other Aerialbot. Now, this is a pretty unique Firefly, or Fireflight, because he is, just like Quickslinger, a Harrier jump jet. Now, Sea Harrier, Quickslinger was a Sea Harrier, and don't know the difference between a Sea Harrier and a Harrier jump jet. But that is Firefly. So not much of a difference. Now this particular toy came out of the Combiner Wars toy line, and it's a deluxe class, like all of the other limbs of Superion and all the other limbs of the other combiners that came with the Combiner War toy line. And it was released in December 2014. But the thing is, in the G1 release in 1986, and then again in 1990 and 1991, where he was released not as a Harrier jump jet, but as an F4 Phantom II. So that's a very big difference. Now there's also G2 release, where instead of a blue trim on the wings over there, he had yellow and gray trim. He was also released as part of the Superion Collection Pack, released in 2016 with Power Glide and sold as a gift set. Now, Takara Tomy Unite Warrior Superion gift set, released in 2015 and reissued again in 2019, adds some red accents on the tail, while reducing the blue on his wings by about 50%. Again, he's an AV-8B Harrier jump jet, which is not the fastest. In fact, it's a it's a plane. It's a military plane that fails to reach supersonic speed. And he's an arm or a leg of Superion. Again, his height is just like the other deluxe classes, 5.5 inches, and takes about 9 steps to transform him. Okay, my quick opinion on this particular figure is that, well, the joints can become pretty loose pretty quick if you play with them too much. But as far as the G1 look, this is absolutely horrendous because it's nothing close to the G1. Now, I'm not a G1 snob or a purist by any means, but you want to keep it close to the original. And I don't know why Hasbro or Takara could not secure the license to release him as his original F4 Phantom mode. But then that's a big downside for me. So it's about 1 out of 5. As far as playability is concerned, it's not so difficult to transform, just like the other deluxe classes with a 9-step transformation. So any beginner in the Transformers toys could find this a very quick study. As far as posability is concerned, because it lacks a lot of articulation, I'd say it's somewhere around the middle, 2.5, maybe 3 out of 5, because you can't do much poses. And as far as how it sits on your desk, how it sits on your shelf, again, it's not a standalone figure. It's nice to see it in its alt mode, or sometimes if you have two, an alt mode and in the robot form, but it would be really good to have them as a set with other Aerialbots. Overall, I think this is one of the Combiner Wars figures that didn't really do much for me, because it's pretty much a repaint of Quickslinger or Slingshot. Just the same mold, it's a different color, but whether it's the Takara Tomy Unite Warriors release, or whether it's the Combiner Wars G2 box set, or this one, the ones that they sold separately, it's pretty much a repaint. So I wouldn't be too happy about it, because I was really going for seeing it in its original F4 Phantom alt mode. Now, that being said, does it complete the set? I think with the introduction of a new member of the Aerialbots in Alpha Bravo, you can do away with one of the two Harriers if you just want to see variety. Otherwise, you'd have a replication of alt modes when you try to pose them or you try to display them on your shelf. But if you're a collector and you want to have everything, well, you pretty much have that as a choice. But ultimately, what's important is if you enjoy playing with it, if you enjoy mixing and matching different legs and different arms, different limbs of Superion and the other Combiner Wars, then who am I to say that you can't be happy with this figure? So either you have Quickslinger and Firefly, or Quickslinger or Firefly. It's up to you. But at the end of the day, if you're a collector, you're going to have this. Whether you're going to like it, having duplicates, sort of a duplicate, then it's not for me to say. But personally, as a collectionist or a completionist, I would rather have all of them and have the choice to display them or not, rather than not have them. So that being said, watch out for our next episode where we will be featuring Air Raid, who is not much of a fun thing to review, because that's another aerial bot with an alt mode that has been altered. So, but we'll jump into that on the next episode, and we look forward to seeing you on that next episode. In the meantime, thank you for watching and happy collecting. I'll see you on the next episode.